Stop studying harder. Start studying smarter today. Why hard studying fails and smart studying wins. Many people study for long hours. They read again and again. They feel tired. They feel stressed. But their results do not improve. This is not because they are lazy. This is not because they are not smart. It is because they use the wrong method. Studying harder is not the same as studying smarter. Hard studying means more time. Smarter studying means better results. Time alone does not create success. Strategy does. Think about this. Two students study the same subject. One studies for 8 hours. One studies for 3 hours. The second student understands more. The second student remembers longer. Why does this happen? Because the brain does not work like a machine. The brain works like a system. If you push it too hard, it stops working well. If you use it in the right way, it becomes stronger every day. This article will change how you study, not by adding more work, but by removing what does not work. You will learn to study with clarity. You will learn to study with confidence. You will learn to study with purpose. This is not about being perfect. This is about being effective. Let us begin with the biggest problem. Most people believe this lie. If I study longer, I will succeed. This lie destroys motivation. This lie creates burnout. This lie wastes years of effort. Studying longer often means reading without focus, highlighting without thinking, memorizing without understanding. It feels like work, but it produces little progress. Your brain is not designed for passive learning. It is designed for action. When you only read, your brain stays quiet. When you think, when you recall, when you explain, your brain wakes up. This is the difference. Hard studying is passive. Smart studying is active. Hard studying asks, how long did I study today? Smart studying asks, what did I truly understand today? Understanding is power. Memory is a result of understanding. You cannot force memory. You must build it. Let us talk about beginners. If you are a beginner, you may feel lost. You open a book. You see many words. You feel pressure. You think, I am not good at this. This feeling is normal, but it is not the truth. The truth is simple. No one is born knowing how to study. Study is a skill. Skills can be trained. You do not need talent. You need the right system. Think of studying like walking. At first, you fall. Then you learn balance. Soon you walk naturally. Study works the same way. Smart studying builds habits. Hard studying burns energy. Habits grow quietly. Burnout comes loudly. Let us look at motivation. Motivation does not come first. Action comes first. If you wait to feel motivated, you will wait forever. Smart studying removes friction. It makes starting easy. Hard studying makes everything heavy. It makes starting painful. Your brain avoids pain. This is natural. If studying feels painful, your brain will resist. If studying feels clear, your brain will cooperate. This is why smart studying wins. Smart studying uses short sessions, clear goals, simple steps. You know exactly what to do. You know when to stop. This creates calm. Calm creates focus. Focus creates results. Now let us talk about time. More time does not mean better learning. Better use of time does. A tired brain learns slowly. A fresh brain learns fast. Studying for 10 hours without rest is not smart. Studying for 1 hour with focus is powerful. Your brain needs space. Space helps memory grow. When you rest, your brain organizes information.
When you sleep, your brain strengthens memory. Hard studying ignores rest. Smart studying respects it. Rest is not laziness. Rest is strategy. Many beginners feel guilty when they rest. They think rest means failure. This belief is wrong. Rest is part of learning. Smart students rest on purpose. Hard students rest by accident. Now let us talk about fear. Fear of failure, fear of exams, fear of not being good enough. Hard studying uses fear as fuel. Fear burns fast. When fear is gone, so is motivation. Smart studying uses clarity. Clarity lasts longer. When you know what to do, fear becomes smaller. When your plan is clear, your mind feels safe. Safety improves learning. Let us discuss confidence. Confidence does not come from long hours. Confidence comes from small wins. Smart studying creates small wins every day. You finish a short task, you understand one idea, you explain it simply. Your confidence grows. Hard studying often feels endless. No clear finish, no clear success. This kills confidence. Confidence is not pride. Confidence is trust in your process. When you trust your method, you trust yourself. Now let us change perspective. Stop asking, how many hours should I study? Start asking, how should I study? This single question changes everything. Smart studying focuses on quality, not quantity. It focuses on thinking, not copying. It focuses on understanding, not memorizing blindly. Memorization without understanding fades fast. Understanding creates long memory. Your goal is not to remember everything today. Your goal is to build knowledge that stays. Think long term. Smart studying is an investment. Hard studying is a gamble. You gamble your time, your energy, your health. Smart studying protects all three.
Now let us talk about beginners again. If you are learning English, math, science, any new skill, the rule is the same. Simple first, complex later. Hard studying jumps to complexity. Smart studying builds a foundation. Foundations matter. If the base is weak, everything collapses. If the base is strong, everything grows. Smart studying slows down at the start so you can move faster later. This patience is powerful. Now let us imagine your future. You sit down to study. You feel calm. You know your plan. You study for a short time. You finish with clarity. You leave the desk feeling proud. This is possible, not by studying harder, but by studying smarter. Part 2. The core principles of smart studying. Smart studying is not magic. It is simple. It follows clear rules. When you follow these rules, learning becomes easier, memory becomes stronger, stress becomes smaller. These principles work for all beginners, no matter your age, no matter your level. You do not need to change your life. You only need to change how you learn. Let us begin with the first principle. Principle 1. Clarity before effort. Many people start studying without a clear goal. They open a book, they start reading. They do not know why, they do not know what to focus on. This creates confusion. Confusion kills learning. Your brain needs direction. Before you study, ask one simple question. What is one thing I want to understand today? Not 10 things, not everything. One thing. This creates focus. Focus is power. When your goal is clear, your brain knows where to look. Smart studying always starts with clarity. Write your goal down. Keep it short, keep it simple. For example, I want to understand past tense in English. I want to understand one math formula. I want to understand one key idea in this chapter. This small step changes everything. Now move to the second principle. Principle 2. Active beats passive.
Passive learning feels safe. You read, you listen, but your brain stays quiet. Active learning feels harder, but it works. Active learning means doing something with information. You ask questions, you recall from memory, you explain in your own words. Your brain becomes active. Think of learning like exercise. Watching someone lift weights does not make you strong. Lifting weights does. Reading alone is watching. Thinking is lifting. After you read one page, stop. Ask yourself, what did I just learn? Say it out loud or write it down. If you cannot explain it, you do not understand it yet. This is not failure, this is feedback. Feedback helps you improve. Smart students love feedback. Hard students fear it.
Now let us continue. Principle 3. Small steps win. Many beginners try to do too much. They study for hours. They feel tired. They stop. They quit. Smart studying uses small steps. Small steps feel easy. Easy steps reduce resistance. Resistance is the enemy. If studying feels heavy, you will avoid it. If studying feels light, you will return. Study for short sessions, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, then stop. Stopping on purpose is powerful. It tells your brain, this is safe. Tomorrow, you come back again. Consistency beats intensity. 10 short sessions beat 1 long session. Learning grows through repetition, not exhaustion. Now the 4th principle. Principle 4. Understand before you memorize. Many beginners memorize too early. They memorize words, they memorize rules, but they do not understand meaning. This creates fragile knowledge. Fragile knowledge breaks easily. Understanding is the glue. Before memorizing, ask why. Why does this rule exist? Why does this word mean this? When you understand, memory comes naturally. Think of memory like a shadow. Understanding is the object, memory is the shadow. You cannot chase the shadow, you must build the object. Smart studying builds understanding first. Now let us talk about mistakes. Principle 5. Mistakes are teachers. Many beginners fear mistakes. They think mistakes mean weakness. This belief is wrong. Mistakes are signals. They show you where to improve. Smart students welcome mistakes. They ask, why did this happen? They adjust. They grow. Hard students hide mistakes. They repeat them. If you want to learn faster, make mistakes early. Correct them early. This saves time later. Now, the next principle. Principle 6. Teach to learn. Teaching sounds advanced, but it is not. You can teach anyone, even yourself. After studying, explain the idea. Use simple words, short sentences. If you cannot explain simply, you do not understand deeply. This method reveals gaps. Gaps are good. They show you where to focus. Teaching transforms knowledge. It moves knowledge from short memory to long memory. Now, let us talk about environment. Principle 7. Environment shapes behavior. Your surroundings affect your focus. Noise distracts. Clutter distracts. Your brain loves simplicity. Create a clean study space. Remove distractions. Put your phone away. Your willpower is limited. Your environment should help you. Smart studying designs the environment. Hard studying fights it. Now the next principle. Principle 8. Rest is part of learning. Rest is not optional. It is essential. Your brain needs pauses. Pauses allow processing. After study, take a break. Walk. Drink water. Sleep well. Sleep is when memory grows. If you cut sleep, you cut learning. Smart students protect sleep. Hard students sacrifice it. Now let us discuss emotions. Principle 9. Calm beats stress.
Stress narrows thinking. Calm expands it. If you feel stressed, learning slows down. Smart studying creates calm. Clear plans reduce stress. Short sessions reduce stress. Breathing reduces stress. Before studying, take one deep breath. This signals safety to your brain. Safety improves learning. Now the final principle for this part. Principle 10. Progress over perfection. Perfection is a trap. Waiting to feel ready delays action. Smart studying values progress. Small improvement every day. You do not need perfect notes. You need clear understanding. You do not need perfect focus. You need consistent effort. Perfection stops learning. Progress fuels it. Now let us connect all principles. Smart studying is not about doing more. It is about doing better. It is about clarity, activity, small steps, understanding, mistakes, teaching, environment, rest, calm, progress. These principles work together. When you apply them, learning feels lighter. You feel in control. You stop blaming yourself. You trust the process. Part 3. Daily routines that turn smart studying into a lifestyle. Smart studying becomes powerful when it becomes a habit. Habits remove decision fatigue. Habits create consistency. You no longer ask, "Should I study today?" You simply begin. This final part will show you how to live smart studying every day, not for 1 week, not for one exam, but for life. Let us start with the most important idea. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Goals inspire you, systems support you. Smart studying builds systems. Now let us design a simple daily system. The morning mindset. Every day begins with intention, not pressure. When you wake up, do not think about everything you must learn. Think about one small win. Ask yourself, what is one thing I will understand today? Write it down. This single action gives direction to your day. Your brain loves direction. Without direction, it feels lost. With direction, it feels safe.
Now let us talk about your study session, the SMART study session. A SMART study session has 4 steps: prepare, focus, recall, rest. First, prepare. Choose one topic. Prepare simple materials. Remove distractions. Silence notifications. Tell your brain, this is a short session. Short sessions reduce fear. Second, focus. Study for 20 to 30 minutes. Read with purpose. Listen with attention. Do not multitask. Multitasking destroys learning. One task, one focus. Third, recall. After studying, close your book. Ask yourself questions. What did I learn? How would I explain this to a child? Speak out loud if possible. Your voice activates memory. Fourth, rest. Stand up, move your body, drink water. Let your brain breathe. This cycle is powerful. Repeat it once or twice a day. That is enough. Now let us talk about beginners again. If you feel slow, that is normal. Speed comes later. Understanding comes first. Never rush understanding. Rushing creates gaps. Gaps create confusion. Confusion kills motivation. Smart studying protects motivation. Now let us talk about tracking progress. Tracking progress the smart way. Do not track hours. Track understanding. At the end of each day, ask one question. What do I understand better today than yesterday? Write one sentence. This builds awareness. Awareness builds confidence. Confidence fuels consistency. Now let us talk about hard days. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel unmotivated. This is normal. Smart studying adapts. On hard days, reduce the task. Study for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is better than 0. 0 breaks momentum. 10 minutes protects it. Momentum is fragile. Protect it. Now let us talk about fear of failure. Fear often comes from unclear expectations. Smart studying removes fear by creating clarity. When your plan is clear, fear becomes smaller. You are not afraid of studying, you are afraid of chaos. Smart studying creates order. Now let us discuss long-term growth. Learning is a long game. Real learning compounds. Small effort today, bigger results tomorrow. Smart studying trusts the process. You may not see results immediately, but they are growing, like roots under the ground, invisible but strong. One day, growth appears. Now let us talk about identity. Identity changes everything. Do not say, "I try to study." Say, "I am a learner." Identity shapes behavior. When you see yourself as a learner, you act like one. You show up, you improve. Smart studying is not just a method, it is an identity.
Now let us connect this to life. Learning is not only for school. You learn skills, languages, ideas. Smart studying helps everywhere. At work, in business, in personal growth. Learning becomes a tool. You are no longer afraid of new things. You know how to learn. Now let us talk about setbacks. Setbacks are teachers. You will fail sometimes. You will forget. You will struggle. This does not mean the system failed. It means you are human. Return to basics. Short sessions, clear goals, active recall. This resets your progress. Now let us talk about patience. Patience is power. Learning takes time. Do not compare yourself to others. Comparison steals joy. Your journey is unique. Smart studying respects your pace. Now let us imagine your future again. You sit down to study. You feel calm. You know your method. You trust yourself. You learn faster. You remember longer. Studying no longer feels like punishment. It feels like growth. Now let us close this journey. Stop studying harder. Hard studying breaks you. Start studying smarter. Smart studying builds you. It builds clarity, confidence, freedom. Learning becomes lighter. Life becomes richer. This change starts today. One small step, one clear goal, one smart session. You are ready. To support this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Your engagement allows us to keep producing high-quality shadowing lessons for you.